My name's Suli Vuku. People know me as Eddie. 36 years of age, Fijian, Tongan, Māori descent, and I reside in Avondale, Auckland, New Zealand. My brother committed suicide last year on November the 28th, 2019. There's some old friends from school that I know have committed suicide. I won't say the names, but they've also committed suicide. And knowing, you hear on the news of everyone, you hear on the news that a lot of people have been committing suicide. So it's not just me knowing the friends and family that had done it. It's bigger than my own circle. My brother committed suicide, in my view, is he took on more than he can handle at the time. When you put so much pressure on yourself, you tend to lose yourself, and he lost himself, I feel. He lost the person he was, and he became someone else, and as he became that other person, he doubted himself a lot, which was totally opposite of who he was. Family trouble, work trouble, not trouble, just trying to figure stuff out. And it was, I guess he was trying to rebuild himself and find himself again. And I think just the pressures of that alone is what drove him to do what he did. He was very open once he realized that he had a problem. He opened up. He opened up to his partner, to the family, opened up to everyone pretty much. Once he realized that he had a problem, and he went to counseling. He did a lot of counseling. Like he was committed to that, to getting help. And he did everything he could to get help. Everyone helped him. There was a lot of family that helped him, which I know he appreciated, because it gave him the avenue to talk to people, which I felt really, really helped him out a lot. Just to know that he had the support, and he definitely had support, and he definitely got the help. Yeah, the feelings he was feeling ashamed. He was feeling disconnected. He was paranoid. He was anxious, real anxious. I used to just watch him walking around the house and just pacing up and down, or he'll be in his room. Felt secluded, didn't want to go anywhere. I think he felt every emotion, every negative emotion you could feel as a human, to get into that headspace of like you're not feeling worthy of anyone. You'd rather hurt people and get rid of the pain in the wrong way, I guess. He felt every single emotion. He used to tell me, he was just lost in his thoughts, and that was the worst thing for him, just be lost in his thoughts, and just feeling what he felt. It's crazy, because here's my older brother. I do have 5 other brothers all up, but me and him grew up together. So we had a close brother bond, and him being the oldest and me being the youngest, I always used to try to copy him as being the younger brother, always. And like whatever he bought, I'd buy and he'd get mad and throw tantrums and that, and try to beat me up. But I think everyone could say that he never could beat me up because I don't know. I just used to be able to beat him up. Now our childhood was pretty good until I guess our dad passed when I was 13. He was 15, and apart from that, it was just like living like children live, just living young and free. And then as we got older, around that 13, 15, I think he left home at 16 and just started living his life. We saw each other a lot, but we didn't have that brotherly connection again because it was just I guess it was just a madhouse. Mum fucking raising kids on her own, and things happen and we start splitting our own ways and you lose that connection a little bit. But I can just say that he was always there for me, like through everything. And the childhood was good, and the man he grew up to be from that was a leader. He was a very smart man, like real smart. As we got older, he proved a lot of people wrong that, I guess a lot of family would say to us that, I thought you would end up in jail. And I guess that was because, of the upbringing that we had, losing the dad and stuff. And, you'd think that kids would go off track and do all that stuff. But no, he became a man by doing what he did, just going out and living. And he was very passionate about everything he did. He grew up to be a carpenter, just like our old man. He was brave, outdoors guy, went hunting, fishing, everything that what people consider a real Kiwi guy. He was that guy. And he loved life to the fullest, man. He had a fiance, he had 2 beautiful kids, and it was very private as he got older. But that's just for me. I just see it as him just achieving what he had to achieve. Him and his partner did what they had to do to get what they've got, and he made that happen just by living and doing stuff and making sure he was on the right path to succeed in life. Yeah, real good guy. He was a project manager at construction sites. So, he's meeting a whole lot of new people and stuff. And then he just told me that he started going out too much and not being there for his family like he should have been. He used to tell me that he used to think he was young again while he was working. He was going out and he was doing all the stupid stuff. And then, he was forgetting about his family and stuff. And I guess that's the mask he was putting on, and that's the whole start of the whole thing. He would go for the counselling at hospitals or wherever he was committed to, and he'd put on a mask where he'd be like, nah, fine, it's all right, it was just a mistake. And the doctors would just look at him and be like, oh, no, you're fine, mate, you're good. And that was after he just tried to commit suicide, and the doctors are saying, no, you're good. So in that perspective, it didn't help him at all for the doctors to say that, just before he just tried to commit suicide. And then he was told, no, you're good, just go home and just carry on, pretty much. And that's what I'm talking about. The mask, he told the doctors he was fine. It was just a mistake. He won't do it again. And he did that. He did that twice, and the same thing happened. He went to hospital, They assessed him. Oh no, you're fine. You can go. And it was the last attempt. Yeah, they said he was all right, and then the next week he passed. So yeah, for me it was around January where I saw that he wasn't the same brother. And then yeah, so from January he fought all the way to November. So just for him it just took a couple months for him to decide to pass. I took my brother into his counselling, and like I said, there was one lady. So he had two counsellors. He had one upstairs and one downstairs. First counsellor we went to, nice lady. She was the one that actually got into his head and started understanding what he was thinking and how to get him out of it. And she was real good. He was really pleased with her and what she was doing. And then soon after we finished with her, we went downstairs to see his other counsellor because he had to, by law. And she just sat there and she was just like asking just questions that you'd find on a paper and tick the box. And she didn't say anything but just go, okay, yeah, right. And then as soon as I saw the difference, I was just mad. I was sitting there, I was like, rubbing my eyes. I was like, what's she on about? What's she doing? She's not doing it. She's not helping him. And then, yeah, as soon as both of us left that counselling session, I told him, I was like, you can't go see her anymore. She's not going to help you. You got to go see the lady up top. She actually made you feel better and understood who you were. And, yeah, I guess they need to just stop ticking boxes and understand that, you're dealing with humans that live amongst you, and, you're supposed to love. Even though you work for the government and stuff, you just got to realize that we're all just humans and we all got to love one another, and, you got to push all that paperwork aside and actually get to know someone. I guess I'm still going through the process of coming to normality of him not being here, because I'm always like, it still feels like he's still there, but he's not. And then now I'm picking up his children from school, and there's just little simple reminders that I just got to be grateful that I'm still here. He's got two beautiful kids that are still here, and even though I still feel a bit sad, I'm just happy that he's what he's built for his family still here. They still got a house, they still got food on their table. I'm grateful that I just got to know him pretty much, and that's all I can be. I can just be there to support all his family and friends. His friends miss him heaps, the cousins, my mum, my sister, they miss him heaps. But yeah, they got their own story to tell. Can't really tell it for them. But yeah, I know they're still hurting and stuff, but one thing I've learned is that you just gotta carry on and learn. There's certain things you gotta learn in life. I guess when I lost my dad, I got to experience that hurt of losing someone dear to you. So, and it took me a while to get over that, I guess. And then, I put my brother's death and my dad's death together, and now I understand where I was when I was that young, and having heaps of bad thoughts. I was depressed too when I was younger. I had heaps of thoughts, but I had a avenue to help me get through it, which is music. And I guess just learning from what what I lost in the past and losing it now, it made me understand more, because now I'm older and I know nothing's gonna last. He's not my first brother I've lost. I've lost another brother too. I've lost a niece. Yeah, but that's life, eh? That's life. You just got to learn. When he passed, and I started talking about mental health at his funeral, it opened up a lot of conversation, a lot. And I thank my missus for that. When he passed, she pulled me aside and said, "You got to mention something about his mental health when you do your speech." And it was the right thing to do, because I guess like the reactions I got from that was everyone was surprised that I would even bring it up. But I'm glad I did, because it opened up a whole conversation. I heard that people were talking about it outside. They were opening up to people. When we went back for the feed, everyone came to me and they thanked me for opening up. And just everyone I met on that day just opened up about their own depression, their own mental state, and what they went through, and how they were happy that they got through it and stuff. And they appreciate a lot of things more. And it just opens up a whole different conversation where people are more comfortable about talking about it. And people should be talking about suicide. They should be talking about everything. They should be talking about their kids. They should be talking about their feelings. Should be talking about everything that matters. There's a lot of things in this world that don't actually matter, that we don't actually need in this world, because we are just one race and we're one people. And people just got to realize that these things that happen to us are because of the environment that we're around. And it doesn't have to be like that. Suicide's not a cool thing to do at the end of the day. Everyone should be going out peacefully. Because going out peacefully, you bring a lot of peace to your family when you do go peacefully. I've seen that recently from my uncle that passed. Because when you do go and when you do commit suicide, you leave a lot of pain in a lot of people's hearts, and you leave them to deal with, I guess, a negative side to life that you shouldn't want to or have to go through. A lot of questions that shouldn't even be answered, that shouldn't even be in a conversation. Everyone should be talking about just about everything. Everything should be open, like real stuff. Real stuff should be communicated to everyone, not this fake. You got to be famous, you gotta own all these things. You gotta have the nicest house. All that stuff doesn't really matter at the end of the day. You just gotta love one another. Mental health and depression is still taboo in our communities. Is because we let it be that. We're told it's that, so we let it be that. Once you change the words into like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about suicide. Make that the norm instead of saying that, talking about it's taboo, talking about it's stigma. Words have power, and words should be changed in the way, I guess, people advertise these mental illnesses that we have. Because I just noticed that we'll say music videos that talk about depression and suicide, it's always a negative visual and negative lyrics, and to me, that's the wrong way of putting it. There's definitely a better way of showing visuals, which people want to see, and there's a lot more better lyrics that you can put to a song to help people, because putting out visuals of someone committing suicide, that's just giving someone the visual of how to do something, right? And and that's why it's taboo, because people put out a negative side to it, and to a negative there's always a positive, but since there's a taboo and stigma on it, you're only seeing that side of stuff instead of seeing the positive stuff. And I guess that's what we're doing now, is to put a positive spin on it, to actually go talk about it. And no man should be ashamed of talking about it, not at all. I guess what I've been through and what I've learnt from my brother's passing is that I've sort of learnt the psyche of what my family's going through, and the only way I can help them is by showing them a lot of love. To go have talks with them, and just keep an open communication with the family, and try teaching them some new things that a lot of this things in this world doesn't matter except for yourself. You have to take care of yourself so you can take care of others. Don't be ashamed of anything. Like I said, man, it's just all lessons to be learnt in life. We're all students in this game of life. And and for my community, I guess this will help. I know a lot of our friends and family are going to see this, and I guess it's going to show them that I'm aware of what's happened, and I'm not ashamed of it. My brother did what he did. What's done is done. Learn from it and carry on. And well, if my brother was here, what would I say? I'll just tell him thanks for being my big bro. You achieved a lot. You got a beautiful family still here. Look over them, as I know what he's doing. Look over Mum, over Muff, over just everyone, and tell me more universal truths, because that's what I'm searching for now, is my own truths. And I just like to thank him for just being who he was while he was here. He was a leader, he was a best friend, brother, father, mentor, and he touched a lot of people. Rest in peace, Bantu.
Hey bro, how's heaven? I hope they're treating you well, I'm just venting. I still can't believe you're gone and subsitting. Guess I gotta write you a song and wait for your blessings. I guess you were dead now, and brother Clinton too. I just want you to know that I'm missing you. I hope you're smiling, hope the pain is faded away. Knowing it's my time, I'm gonna see your face. Right now my heart is real weak, the pain is real deep. Hope to see you when I sleep. Help me rise to my feet, help me rhyme to a beat until the whole song's complete. I'm not mad at you, I never could be. I'm feeling sad for you, you left the hole empty. Your kids are sad too, Alex is sad too. Muffy's heart broke, mom hurt through and through. You tried so hard, you never gave up, till it was time to give up. We had nothing but love to give, we had your back, still got your back, and that rule is unwritten facts. It feels like you're still here, and then I think back to you on that gurney. Denise and sipped the bag, and there you were, stiff as a nail. tears came pouring. Fuck, this became well. I'm just sitting there running you around, cause I'm only just mourning. I gotta be grateful when the sun comes up and goes down. Cherish my loved ones till I'm gone. So gotta get it to the job's done. Here I come. I dedicate this to my loved ones. I gotta be grateful when the sun comes up and goes down. Cherish my loved ones till I'm gone. So gotta get it to the job's done. Here I come. I dedicate this to my loved ones. Hey, they say when you die, your spirit stays by our sides. You leave little messages. You